Hi, my name is Sherry McAllister Medallo, and I'm presenting the PowerPoint for Servant Leadership Profile. My profile is about the Military Order of the Purple Heart. The mission is the Military Order of the Purple Heart is to foster an environment of goodwill and camaraderie among combat wounded veterans, to promote patriotism, to support necessary legislative initiatives, and most importantly, provide services to all veterans and their families. This organization was founded in 1932. The funds are collected and used for the welfare, rehabilitation, and the support of the service of the work by the organization, resulting by collections of donated used household items, clothing, the operation of thrift stores, automobile donations, and monetary donations. At a community level, they hand out a purple flower to thank those who donate to the needy veterans that received little to no compensation. The organization contributes to the veterans that they are hospitalized, assisting them and their families. The servant leadership principles, according to Greenleaf, there are 10 keys, which are listening, empathy, stewardship, foresight, persuasion, conceptualization, awareness, healing, commitment to growth, and building community. Greenleaf's ideas are instilled into the leadership, supporting the Purple Heart in their success. The Purple Heart allows others to serve and encourages them to join. They are visual in the community, well known, and let others know they care by being vested in the people in the communities that they serve. The Purple Heart is chartered by Congress for combat wounded veterans. The organization is composed of military men and women who have been recipients of the Purple Heart Medal for wounds ascertained in combat from acts of international terrorism. The examples of leadership in helping the community are broken down into achieving success and making a positive impact. Examples of achieving success are providing assistance to all veterans, their independents, widows, and orphans, assisting and processing any claims or compensation, pension, medical care, education, and employment, providing household preferences, meaning death or burial benefits, assisting with employment of persons with disabilities, and helping the homeless. Examples for making a positive impact are holistic to enhance the quality of life of all the veterans and their families, providing direct care and services to foster a healing environment, promoting an environment of camaraderie and goodwill among combative veterans, and a scholarship program for continued education. The Purple Heart program operates nationwide as a network with over 70 offices and is staffed by over 100 trained officers with assistants. They are accredited by the Department of Veterans Affairs. Additionally, there is a main chapter of service of officers who volunteer to assist veterans and their families throughout the country. This service program is one of the largest programs that is operated to serve veterans and their families in the community. The annual budget is approximately $9 million, with a granted $6 million for the service program support. Proceeds from the 2018 Purple Heart go towards funding programs to assist nation's veterans and their families, support and sponsorship programs of the National Service Program and the Scholarship Program. The funds also help to fund research to alternative treatment for therapy, such as hyperbaric oxygen therapy for the veterans suffering from the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injuries. Greenleaf's leadership quote states, "The servant leader, there is something subtle communicated to one who is being served and led, if implicit in the compact between the servant leader and led, the understanding that the search for wholeness is something they have. This meaning is that to learn to heal is powerful. It's a big force for transformation and integration. One of the strengths of servant leadership is potential for healing oneself and others." When using integration of servant leadership in the organization, the leader should mirror and promote a positive environment. Promoting and developing people, practice authenticity, leaders that influence and earn the right to lead, valuing people, and building a community with a sharing leadership are some of the keys to a successful organization. Servant leadership is an understanding and practice of leadership that places the needs of others and those being led above the leader's self-interest. The passage of the Galatians 6.9 reflects, let us not become weary In doing good for the proper time, we reap harvest if we do not give up. The Purple Heart Medal is awarded to members of the armed forces of the U.S. who are wounded by an instrument of war in the hands of the enemy after death, in hands of the enemy and after death, to the next of kin. In the name of those who are killed in action or die in wounds received in action. It is specifically a combat decoration. The Purple Heart looks like this. Thank you very much.